Okay, John, thank you for joining me. Fantastic news that Adam Crooks has pledged his future to the club on a 2-year deal. You must be really pleased with that as well.
Very much so. I think Adam is the type of lad you want at the football club. He's a good age, 22. He's played quite a lot of league football now for us, and you can only see him improving. So I'm really pleased.
The fact that he was signed under the previous manager, played under him a fair amount of times, and then continued to play under yourself is a reflection of his attitude and professionalism, isn't it?
He's done really well because obviously when he came in, the club was struggling, and I think he'll learn a lot from his experience last season. To me, he's been one of our better players since I came in, and I think he can only improve from with 20, 21, 22. He's got all the attributes to play at a higher level, but obviously we're hoping that he does well for us and he progresses as the club progress.
As you said there, he's at a young age and he only made his Football League debut when he made his club debut against Crooks in that 1-0 win. And for such a young age, it shows that he's got quite a bit of potential, and to have him on a 2-year deal is a real testament to yourselves and the club, isn't it?
Yeah, I think obviously he's come in and he's been happy being at the club. He's settled in the area, and I think with everything that's been going on, I think he's seen that and sees his short-term future with ourselves. And I must say that Phil Sprosen's had a lot to do with that. Phil's the one who got him to come to the football club and sold Port Vale to him. So thanks to Phil as well.
It's not bad having a Port Vale legend like that trying to guide a player to join the club, is it?
Not at all. And Phil's helped us with one or two things, and obviously me being at the football club, he had a big say in that. So he's a big Vale supporter. Not only has been a great player for the club, but he's also still keeps in touch with the club and does what he can to help.
Says a lot about the club, though, that we're now able to attract other players away from clubs when they're interested in them. It's a well-known fact that Crooksy had clubs circling around him, but you were able to bring him back to the club. That's a good sign, isn't it, for future signings?
It is. I think the way that we want to play, people can see now that the club's in good hands. There's a real good feel factor around the club, and just coming in now, the club's starting to look smarter. There's people doing jobs in and around the club, and players can see that as well. They can sense it, so it helps me in selling Port Vale to them.
And it is a new era. We're entering a completely new chapter, and it's exciting times. And that must be a really good selling point to players who are looking to join this club, and you're wanting to discuss the options with them.
It is. Obviously, it makes it far easier when people can see that Port Vale could very easily compete in League One and hold their own. So in League Two, I know it's only early days and we've got to stabilise the club first, but there's no reason why we shouldn't be competing in the top half of the table and not in the bottom half.
It's been sort of going at 100 miles an hour here at the club recently. New owners, confirming yourself as the new manager, a couple of signings now under the belt. Have things started to calm down a little bit, or is your phone still buzzing constantly with agents and players wanting to join?
It's that time of the year where it's a constant. It's just not rushing into things, being patient, waiting for the right player at the right price. I think we've got 14 players now, first team players signed, so we're not too far off. Obviously, we're looking to bring in 2 or 3 more forwards. That is obviously the priority at the moment, but they're the ones that cost the most. So it's just getting the right player, as I say, at the right price.
It's the first chance we've been able to speak to you about the pre-season friendlies confirmed. We've already got Kidsgrove, Burnley and Fleetwood confirmed. Can you just talk about them? Why are those teams?
The Leek and Kidsgrove, obviously, because they're local clubs, and we said before I came in that we'd play those 2 teams. Burnley, obviously, is an attractive one, with being a Premiership club, and that'll be a good game for us. Fleetwood would be more, it's more what we'll be playing week in, week out. Obviously in the league above, which is a good test. and it'll be a tough game, but one that the players can show what they can do against a higher opposition.
Now things are taking shape now. Your couple of signings, your friendlies are getting organised. Are you thinking about that first game of the season in the league? Are you excited, nervous? How are you feeling about that?
I think the priority is at the moment is just to get the players in. Once we've got the players in that we want, even going right up to the start of the season, we still might need one or two more, but that's the priority at the moment, is just concentrate on that, and then everything else will take care of itself. But yeah, I'm looking forward to starting pre-season and working with the players.